I am in quarantine, self-imposed. I spent the last week for my regular day job in Florida, and so I flew home, and I'm in the basement until it's proven I'm not a plague carrier, and I'm in the garage. Shockingly, I'm doing some organization projects. My shoulder feels a little better, so I am doing a little bit bigger jobs, and the first job on that agenda is a plywood sheet good organizer. How it is currently is I have spots for like 2x4s and oak and cherry and just regular boards, but I kind of have plywood and scraps and offcuts just kind of stacked everywhere, and that doesn't work for me. I've had previous plywood organizers in the past, even in this shop, and they were just a little big and cumbersome. I looked at some designs online, and I thought about doing one of the swinging organizers where it lays flat, but I think to optimize the space in my garage, I'm going to do a vertical organizer. Now, I do have 10-foot ceilings, so that makes it a little easier. So I sat down, I made some measurements, I figured out exactly how much sheet goods I would have at any one given time. It's not like I'm stocking for a full cabinet shop, so I drew some doodles out and looked at it, and after playing with it for a month or so and looking at other folks' ideas, this is what I came up with. Now you'll notice it has a slot for a full-size sheet. I can put about 12 full-size sheets in there, and then 2 slots for greater than half sheet, and then 3 slots for 32 to 34. And that should really, I should be able to fit every bit of offcut and every bit of sheet good in that, and it'll tuck back in the corner. I made sure this was completely square when I laid it down, and I'm going to use it as the template to build the rest of the frame members on. So I was going to use some 2x4s for the body, but in going through some of my lumber, I had some 2x12s that had a center pith in it, and they're cupped pretty bad. So what I did is I just cut the center pith out of them, and I'm using them for the frame on this project. Not a giant fan of pocket screws, but I think with this build, they are what's called for. I've got some 2.5-inch screws that'll drop right in there. Just like Adam Savage, my one-day build is complete. And I'm going to tell you, it was a long day, and it wasn't a big fun day, and especially with one hand, but I'm real happy with all of this. I have storage for plywood and hardwood and miscellaneous odd trim pieces. I've got the 8-foot, 2 greater than 4 foots. I did change the design a little bit, and I added this piece in so that I could put 2 a 16-inch and a 14-inch storage, and then I've got a 34-inch storage there and a 32-inch storage there. So yeah, and then on top, of course, there'll be room for more miscellaneous crap. But really happy with this build, and I kind of want to go out to Eden Saw or to Crosscut Lumber and buy some really nice quality, like 11 ply 4x8 sheets, and just stack that in.